Yeah, so I'm going to give you an update on how I basically signed a professional contract. We made it. And then it immediately got taken away.
Why?
So stay tuned to the end of this video so you can get all of the good stuff. So just a quick introduction for all of my new viewers that may be watching this video. My name is TJ. I'm a football player / soccer player from England in the US right now. I've been playing in the US college system for 7 years. I do have a video on that if you're curious at that number. I played college in Indiana for an NAIA school, and then I have now relocated to Columbia, South Carolina, where I'm currently playing semi-pro. But basically I've just been trying to share my journey throughout college and also me on the way to signing a professional contract as well. So if you are new here, feel free to hit the subscribe button because I will be sharing the rest of my journey, and hopefully we can get back and sign another contract for later on this year or whenever it happens. So here's a quick update. So I'll take you back to the the end of last year, so the end of 2023. I was playing a full season with my UPSL semi-pro team, South Carolina United Heat. We ended up having a good season. But at the end of the season, my coach mentioned that an agent was interested in working with me. So I kind of took his contact information and we spoke, and then I ended up signing a deal with an agent. So I currently have one right now. At the beginning of this year, 2024, I had to uphold
Can you speak English?
my end of the bargain. So I got super fit because there were also a couple of pro like open tryouts coming up that I knew I was going to regardless of my agent anyway. So then I did get invited and I did sign up for a couple of open tryouts during I think January through February. So I ended up going up to Greenville, South Carolina for a tryout. I ended up going to Savannah, Georgia for a tryout as well. That was more of a closed invite only tryout. And then I also went to Georgia for another tryout over there as well. So long story short, unfortunately didn't get anything from Savannah. And then I also didn't get anything from the USL 1 team in Greenville. A new team in Nisa that were going to be based in Georgia. They were setting up a team and they had an open tryout as well. Luckily, I did end up getting invited back, which was good. It was a good sign. I was feeling positive about it. So then fast forward a couple weeks and I got the information about the invite only tryout for the Georgia team. I feel like I performed to the best of my ability and I really couldn't give anything else towards the tryout. A few weeks later, they were reaching out to players and they said everyone will get emails saying whether you've made it or if you haven't made it. Funny enough, actually in the middle of talking to my agent, he was asking me how things were going. And I said, yeah, still trying to hear from Georgia to see what they say. And he said, players have already got their emails sent out. Lo and behold, I checked my email and ended up reading that it said, unfortunately, we will not be signing you to the team. However, one door closed, another one did open. I was able to contact an owner of a NISA team in Florida. I was able to talk with him and said I was interested in playing for his club or see if he would give me an opportunity. Basically, long story short, he ended up offering me a pro deal. It was quite surprising, and this offer, I believe, only came from God himself because it came out of completely nowhere. I wasn't expecting to get offered this just from a highlight video and a CV. Yeah, so I ended up signing the deal. Everything kind of got cleared as well. This was in, babe, do you know when that was?
Beginning of March.
This was in the beginning of March, and your boy actually signed a professional contract in Nisa.
Woo! Yeah, baby!
It was kind of surreal in the moment, and I was just very thankful to God and to a lot of people that have put time and effort into me. I was doing a lot of training by myself, trying to keep myself fit because I felt like I was at a good level of fitness and I just needed to maintain that for when we met up at pre-season. But nothing can go as easy as you think it will, because I ended up twisting my ankle and it was a pretty bad sprain that I had. I was able to ice it and do a couple of exercises, and it felt fine. So then I traveled down and moved to Florida. However, in the first training session that I had down in Florida, I twisted it again, and that did not feel pretty, because from then on it felt like I was just fighting uphill. So down in Orlando, I am basically wearing a wrap now to help protect the ankle. Even after all of that, I still felt it while running, and I was trying to push through it, but I couldn't. Like, I felt like I was just doing more damage. So then I had a conversation with the manager and the owner over there. He basically knew I was hurting, so I actually sat out of training for about a week and a half. It got to a point where I was feeling a little bit better. I was doing the ice, I was still doing exercises. Tried to train after a week and a half, and it kind of still felt the same. Then I knew like something else was going wrong here for my ankle. So this is where I talk about the realities of being a professional or chasing a professional contract. I had a conversation with the owner again, and he was asking me, so like, what's going on with the ankle? Really and truly, I didn't know what was wrong with it, and I had no idea how it was going to heal or how long it was going to take to heal. And he said, it's an injury before we've actually started training. They had an Open Cup game before the season started, so we were kind of just training for that game, and we didn't actually start official preseason yet. So he gave me two options basically, and he said I can either release you completely, be done with the contract, or you can go back home and you can rehab it, and then maybe I get invited back if there's still space on the roster, and then we can sign another contract potentially. Obviously, I chose the second option, so that's why I'm still here in South Carolina. After realizing the dream, I guess, of signing a pro deal and playing for a professional team and all that kind of stuff, ultimately it was short-lived. Yeah, it's bittersweet because you signed the deal, you thought you kind of made that stepping stone, and then ultimately you just got taken away, and it was short-lived. That was an even harder pill to swallow at the time. I've actually been back here for about a month now or so, and I'm back training with the Heat. I'm kind of just getting my ankle right. I want to make sure all pain and all mobility is back in the ankle before I try and do anything. It wasn't a complete waste of time, but again, we could get invited back, we don't know. So that's basically a whole update of what's been going on recently. A little bit of a, well, not a little bit, a whole lot of a roller coaster ride, getting an agent, signing, moving down to Florida, and then coming down to the lowest of lows where you get released because of an injury and you don't know when it's going to heal. They can't really keep you around. So in the lowest of lows and the highest of highs, the Lord is still good. So right now I'm just home and focusing on rehabbing the ankle, getting it stronger, and obviously I get to show you guys all of it. So make sure you're subscribed as well so you can keep up with the journey. We're still not giving up. We're still tracing the contract, well, I guess another contract and the real first contract. So stay tuned for the journey. I hope you guys will follow me in all of this, and yeah, hope to see you soon in another video. So see you guys, take care, peace, see you in the next one.